Hello, my dear students. How are all of you doing? And before we start today's video, I want to tell you how proud I am of you that you are taking all the efforts that you can, watching videos in YouTube so that you can score good marks in the examination. So give yourself a pat on your back. Good. Okay. Now let's start. So in today's video, we are going to discuss all the possible questions from the poem For Anne Gregory. So let's begin. The first question: what shall a young man who is thrown into despair never do once they see the young woman? A. Never stop loving her. B. Never recover from the hurt. C. Love her for herself alone. Or D. Declare their love for her. So what shall they never do? I hope you mark your answer. What shall they never do? They shall never love her for herself alone. Yes, because they would be attracted to her outward beauty. That is what is mentioned in the poem, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go to the next question. What are the young men drawn towards? So, drawn towards means attracted to. So, the men are drawn towards her outer beauty, her honey colored hair. Yes. Quickly moving on to the next question. Which figure of speech is mentioned in Ramparts at Your Ear? Is it A. Metaphor, B. Alliteration, C. Hyperbole, or D. Personification? And the figure of speech that is mentioned is A. Metaphor. Okay. Now next question. What does ramparts at your ear mean? So first of all, what are ramparts? Ramparts are high walls around a castle or a fort. So here the poet has used metaphor to compare Annie's hair to a high wall, which means that the hair falling on the ear is protecting, just like how a boundary or a high wall protects the fort. So here her hair is protecting her ears. Okay, I hope that is clear. Next. Do the young men truly love her? Prove your point. So the young man shall be thrown into despair if she rejects them. So men means it will be them, and if it is man, it will be him. But it does not mean that they truly love her. They are attracted to her outward appearance, which is her beautiful colored hair. Next question. What solution does Annie say that she would do so that the young men would not fall for her appearance alone? So what is the answer? She says that she would change the color of her hair to brown, black, or red. So in the poem, carrot word is used, so that they would not fall for her appearance and her yellow colored hair, but rather for herself alone or for her inner beauty. So they would rather be attracted to her inner beauty than her appearance. So she was ready to change her appearance and change the color of her hair. Next question. What is the irony in the statement of Annie changing her hair color? So the irony is that Annie does not want anyone to love her just for her appearance. Therefore, she plans to dye her hair to another color so that they can love her truly for her inner beauty. But indirectly, she is still changing her color to find true love. So she wants someone to love her just for who she is and not her appearance, but indirectly she is changing the color of her hair and seeking validation from others. The next question, what was the declaration of the old man of yesternight? So the old man had found a religious text to prove that only God could love you for your true self and not just for the color of your hair. So it implies that it is difficult to find someone who truly loves you just for your qualities, and it is only God who loves us for what we are from inside. So, in a way, it means that we humans seek superficial love, and only God truly loves us for whom we are. Now, coming to the most important question, please make sure that you pay attention and you know these answers by heart. What is the poet trying to teach us from the poem? So, what is the lesson that we learn, or what is the poet trying to teach us? So the first point is the transient nature of outer beauty. Transient means something that is not permanent and something that will change. So the changing nature of outer beauty. The poet wants to say that the outward beauty of a person is fleeting or temporary, and it can change within the blink of an eye, but it is only the inner beauty that remains. If you know, in the poem, Anne Gregory, she readily agreed to change the color of her hair so that people will not be just attracted to her honey colored hair. That is why it means that outer beauty can change within a blink of an eye. The next point is that the inner qualities of a person are often overlooked. So even though the character of a person is the true beauty, it is often overlooked and emphasis is only given to physical appearance. It's a very important point. The next point is true love is hard to find. So people are often shallow minded and give importance only to superficial love. That is why they say love is just skin deep. And the next point is people are ready to alter their appearance just to seek validation and love from others. So people are ready to change their appearance just for others. So these are the main lessons what we learn from this poem. And that is the end of all the questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. So the explanation of this poem has appeared on the screen. You can press the link and watch that video. Take good care of yourselves. God bless.